welcome to Sew Bliss. Today I'm going to show you how to install snaps. I have a couple different kinds of snaps. I have some from Cam Snaps that are plastic. I have another set from Snap Source that are metal. And I have a third set that is Dritz that I got from Joann's. And it comes in just this little box right here. And it is a little snap fastener kit. So I just wanted to show you a few different snaps that I've used and how to install them and which ones I prefer. So let's get started. I'm going to be doing the snap fastener kit. This I just got at Joann's. I'm sure you can get it at any crafting store. And it's by Dritz. So it came with this little tool, which I'll show you how to use in a second. And then it came with 4 sets of snaps. So here's one of these metal snaps already inserted. This again is the one that I got from the snap fastener kit from Joann's. So that one is all done and it looks great. So this flat side is on the inside and it'll be touching the baby's leg. So that's perfect because it'll lay smooth and flat and won't irritate the baby. So those can be snapped together. And when I'm doing the rest and placing them, I want to make sure the snaps are placed and snapped together so that I can place them the right way. So for mine, again, I'm just eyeballing it for the most part. Some patterns will tell you where to put them, like if you have a button pattern or a button placement, then you can kind of do that. Whereas this one, I just kind of am eyeballing it. I thought about just doing 4 and doing 2 on the ends because you don't want this end flapping around too much. So you want to have one close to the edge. And then I was going to do just 2 in the middle, but this was long enough that I thought I should do 3 in this center area. So that's what I'm going to do. And you can see I've already marked it. So I went ahead and put a dot and then make sure it's lined up correctly actually, put a dot, and then while holding that with my finger, then I came on the other side and put another dot on the inside and then made an X. So that way I know it's going to be lining up, because this one I will not be poking a hole through because you can see I have that circle. You can see I actually marked it with a marking pen and it's showing because it's just the ring. So that's something I made a mistake right there, but that's okay. It should wash out. So now I can unsnap these and get ready to set those snaps in. So again, I want to make sure I know where the top is, where the inside is. So this is the inside of the leg and this is going to be like the top of it. And whether you want it this side coming on top or this side coming on top, that's more about preference, unless your pattern tells you exactly what to do, which I'd go with the pattern. But if you have a strong preference, I would say just do what you want. So I have those marked. I'm going to do my top one first. So I'm going to take this metal socket. You can see it has those claw-like things right there. And I'm going to put it on top. I'm going to put it right over the center of my X. And I'm going to push it through as much as I can. So you are going to be like poking hole through your fabric. Just these little tiny holes. Now one thing that might help is taking a pencil and using the eraser side of it to push down in the middle. I have found that that actually does help a lot. If not, just use your fingers, but then you might just get poked a lot. Once you have that placed in the fabric, I can lay that down on my table. Make sure it's still poking through. Here I have the socket with the raised side, so you can kind of see it. There's barely a raised side right here. I'm going to put that down into those prongs. So you'll kind of feel it set in place and you can't really move it. So you want to make sure it does that. Then I can take my setting tool and put it over all of that. Make sure you don't move it too much or you might have to reset it. And then I have a hammer here, just a normal hammer, and I'm going to hammer that into place. And you can feel it being pushed together by the hammer. So if you're not feeling that, something is off. and then it should just clamp together just like that. So now I can do the other side. And again, if you want to line up your edges, make sure they're going to line up okay, and you have it placed where you want it, and make sure that was placed okay, then that would be great. But next, I'm going to do pretty much the same thing. This time I'm just going to have this raised stud, the male stud, and my prong. So that is going to be on the inside this time. So I'm going to make sure it comes up on the center of my X. Again, X marks the spot. So here I'm going to place that. And one thing you want to make sure when you're eyeballing it is that you don't get it too close to your edge right here, that it's going to like fall off. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so I'm going to push that on using my pencil, push that fabric down, and then place that on my table and place the stud on top with this point on top. And again, make sure it's not moving, that's just laying there and kind of clicks in place. And then I'll take my setting tool, and this has a hole on the bottom of it, so it just kind of clicks right in place. And if I hold that there, then I can hammer, and it's set. Perfect. So then I can just go and make sure that they're lined up and it's exactly how I want, and click those into place. And then I can go along and do the rest of mine along here, and I'll make sure it's still aligned. I'm still always checking to make sure it's still lining up the way I want it, so that way these ones are in the right place. So if I need to move anything, I can, or I can wait to draw these X's until I have the other ones figured out. So whatever your preference is. So that is how you use the snap fastener kit. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it answered all of your snap setting questions. If you are interested in this romper, I'll put a link to the video of it down below. It is the t-shirt romper that I made. And make sure to give this video a thumbs up and to subscribe. And also make sure to go check out my Instagram, MySewBliss, where I will be posting more sewing tips and sneak peeks of projects that I'm working on, and maybe a few giveaways. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye!